Amber Heard made her film debut from a minor role back in 2004 in Friday Night Lights, and from there she worked pretty consistently in Hollywood and landed some bigger roles. Perhaps the biggest one was when she acted alongside Johnny Depp in The Rum Diary.
This one, or this one.
What are these for? Party?
It's for Carnival.
The pair were cast as each other's love interests in the film adaptation of Hunter S. Thompson's novel, although they didn't officially begin dating until 2012 after Depp and his longtime partner Vanessa called it quits. Depp and Heard kept their relationship extremely private until they made their first appearance as a couple at the 7th annual Heaven Gala in January of 2014. And just a few days later, the couple was engaged. After getting married in 2015, their love and joy for each other though would be very short-lived. According to Variety, Johnny Depp had suffered a bad hand injury while he was filming Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales in Australia. Although this hand injury wasn't anything like from a dangerous movie stunt, but rather due to an argument that he had with Amber Heard. Then in March of 2015, Depp was reportedly injured again, but this time it was from a massive fight that led to smashed bottles and broken windows. According to reports, this fight led to Depp accidentally slicing off a portion of one of his fingers. Also, I'm speaking a lot about what happened to Johnny Depp in this video because you can't really speak about the truth of Amber Heard without mentioning how she's affected him. Before Amber, Depp was rarely in the press, but as soon as they became a couple, it felt like they were in the news for something every other day. Which, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to piece together that she may have been the catalyst to all of this madness. I mean, in April of 2016, they had to do this really awkward apology video because I guess they violated Australia's biosecurity codes by not declaring the Yorkshire Terriers that she brought into the country. I mean, take a look at this.
Australians are just as unique, both warm and direct. When you disrespect Australian law, they will tell you firmly.
I am truly sorry that Pistol and Boo were not declared.
Now, fast forward to May of 2016, just 15 months after they said I do, and now the once happy couple is getting divorced. Vanity Fair was the first to report on this and said that Heard had cited irreconcilable differences. Not too long after that news broke though, Amber filed a restraining order against Johnny Depp, claiming that he had harmed her. She then wrote a scathing op-ed piece for the Washington Post after their divorce was finalized, citing that Depp, without, directly naming him, I'll give her that, he had abused her several times in their relationship. This led to Depp suing her and the Post for defamation, as the article generated so much negativity around his name that even Disney dropped him from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Although they still maintain that it was due to them wanting to go in a new direction, but the timing suggests otherwise. The truth about Amber Heard is that she did this because she wanted to generate positive publicity around her name, in order to advance her career while simultaneously destroying Johnny Depp's. She even went as far as allegedly painting on bruises for which Depp argued that he was actually the victim. While Amber Heard accused Johnny Depp of domestic violence, the Aquaman star was actually arrested for alleged domestic violence against her former partner photographer Tassia Van Ree in September of 2009. According to TMZ, Heard and Van Ree got into an argument at the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, and Heard allegedly struck Van Ree. She was then arrested and booked for misdemeanor domestic violence, but the prosecutor declined to move forward, supposedly because both of these women lived in California. Perhaps one of the biggest tells that Amber Heard has completely lost her mind is the fact that before she left Depp's house, she left him a little present. Although she denies it, many people saw the poop that she left on Johnny Depp's bed and immediately blamed Amber for pooping on the sheets. What is this? You know what I mean? Like, she actually blamed her Yorkshire Terrier, but other people are also suggesting that her co-conspirators and friends had a little bit of a role in this one.
It was not left by a 3 or 4 pound dog. I was convinced that it was either Miss Heard herself or one of her cohorts involved in leaving human feces on the bed.
Allegedly, she had been trying to set Depp up for a long time, and in doing so involved 2 of her friends. Just recently, Johnny Depp's security chief alleged that Amber Heard had actually physically abused Depp throughout their marriage. During the court proceedings, security officer Sean Bett appeared in court and gave his witness statement. In the statement, he said, "Throughout the course of Mr. Depp and Miss Heard's relationship, Miss Heard was verbally and physically abusive towards Mr. Depp," adding that on many occasions I witnessed her shout at Mr. Depp. I was also told by Mr. Depp on multiple occasions that Miss Heard had physically abused him. As for the credibility of this man, he was a former Los Angeles sheriff deputy that worked for Depp for the last decade. According to him, Miss Heard often behaved this way when she had been drinking, so he had to learn quickly to recognize the signs so that he could calm a situation before it escalated. Depp's security was cross-examined by lawyer Sasha Wass, who questioned his claim that he had never seen Heard with the bruises or marks on her face, but had several times witnessed Depp with multiple bruises inflicted by Miss Heard. Even though this is called The Truth About Amber Heard, we have to say that some of the details that we just discussed have yet to be officially confirmed, so please do not take all of what I said as gospel, but rather an insight into this toxic relationship that this pair had together. The reason that I assumed Amber may have been the catalyst, as I said earlier, is due to Depp's former romantic partners coming forward to defend him. Both Winona Ryder and Vanessa Paradis said that he never abused them physically, verbally, or otherwise, so it's a bit strange to see all of these sudden accusations coming out against someone that has such a, I don't know, clean track record, for lack of a better expression.
At number 10, allegedly fighting her sister. Johnny Depp isn't the only person that's allegedly been a victim of Amber Heard's violence. There are reports that suggest that Amber has allegedly abused her sister. Coming from the defamation case between Amber and Johnny, a recording from a 2006 reality show featuring Amber's sister Whitney seems to show evidence of a physical altercation between the sisters. In the footage, we see Whitney along with a group of girls sitting around a pool when someone asks her if she had gotten into a fight, when Whitney replies, quote, "I got into an altercation." Another person chimes in saying, quote, "I can't believe Amber beat your ass." The other girls continue to ask Whitney about the altercation, but she refuses to say more about the incident. The courts are using this as evidence to support the abuse towards Whitney, as Amber was referred to by name, and there were visible signs of abuse on Whitney's body, as well as the fact that Whitney didn't even deny that she had the altercation with her sister. Though there are other people who deny that there was a physical altercation between Whitney and Amber, we have yet to learn whether or not that is true. In at number 9, alleged affairs. Along with having allegedly been abusive towards Johnny, she has also allegedly had affairs with multiple people during their relationship. Some names that have been thrown around having had relationships with Amber are Cara Delevingne, Elon Musk, and James Franco. As their alleged affair concerns the defamation trial, both James Franco and Elon Musk have been ordered to hand in any records of messages or any forms of communication with the actress. Apparently, Amber, Cara, and Elon had a group affair in Johnny's downtown LA penthouse, and there is also video footage of Amber meeting with James Franco also in 2016, where they went to the same LA penthouse. Coming in at number 8, arrested for abuse. Back in 2009, Amber Heard was arrested for abuse against her then partner Tazia Von Ray. The two had a 5-year-long relationship, and though Tazia has come to Amber's defense, there's no getting away from the alleged abuse that took place at a Seattle airport. According to the arresting officer, she witnessed Amber hit Ray and then was arrested and booked for the misdemeanor battery charge. Though there was a witness to the incident, the prosecutor refused to move forward with the case and it was dismissed. In response to the charges, Ray told sources that the incident was blown out of proportions and that the arresting officer was homophobic, and that's why Amber was arrested, but the officer actually wrote to her Facebook saying that she identifies as a gay woman and that she issued the arrest not out of spite, but because she saw the whole thing unfold. At number 7, manipulating the press. According to Amber, the press is where you make all your money, and it seems like she's an expert in finessing the system. It seems like Amber likes to keep the press on their toes and needs to stay relevant, even if that means tearing someone else down. According to sources, Amber filed for divorce from Johnny Depp just days after his mother died back in 2016, and she filed for a restraining order just a few days before the premiere of his film Alice Through the Looking Glass. It seems whenever Johnny is going through something major and potentially newsworthy, Amber is right behind him, ready to overshadow him with her own news. To support this argument, one of Johnny's friends even came out saying that Amber was trying to blackmail Johnny to the press about their alleged abuse in order to stay relevant. As of right now, she's still staying relevant thanks to Johnny, but not at all for the right reasons. In at number 6, dog smuggling. Back in 2015, Amber got into some pretty big trouble after she illegally smuggled her 2 dogs, Pistol and Boo, into Australia. According to sources, Amber was fully aware that bringing her dogs into the country was illegal, but she ignored those warnings and did it anyway. The story garnered national attention as she and Johnny were held in the courts for the crime of illegally bringing their dogs with them into the country. It is also said that Amber asked her former assistant to lie under oath to the Australian courts to say that Amber was unaware of the illegality of her actions, even though she was made aware many times before their trip. Luckily for her assistant, the person who was told to tell them to lie refused to do so, but it still goes to show the lengths that Amber will go to in order to stay squeaky clean. Halfway through at number 5, Amber's deposition. There's a clip circulating the internet of Amber being deposed during one of the many lawsuits that she's endured through her legal battles with ex-husband Johnny Depp. This video in particular shows Amber trying to describe how Depp abused her, and it's honestly kind of painful to watch. In the video, she's trying trying to talk about an instance of abuse, but it looks like she's just trying to play a character. We now know that a lot of the allegations of abuse aren't true, so this clip kind of helps to paint the picture that she was making the whole thing up. Her struggling to talk and what sounds like forced crying just doesn't help her image anymore, although it probably worked back then when the allegations still stood. In at 4, Amber's audio. Back in February of this year, the Daily Mail got a hold of audio recordings of Amber which had the actress admitting to abusing Johnny. In the recording, you could hear Amber and Johnny talking about an instance of domestic violence in which Heard said, quote, "I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you, it was not punching you, babe, you're not punched." End quote. This 2-hour therapy session recording was one of the first instances of violence that was brought to light, showing that Amber was actually the abuser and not Johnny. But there are plenty more instances of abuse between the two of them, but this specific line shows how Amber seemed to have downplayed the situation. In the recording, she also goes on to mock and taunt Johnny, telling him to grow up and stop acting like a baby. The recording also showcases Johnny asking Amber to not be physical and genuinely trying to de-escalate things.
I can't promise you that I'll be perfect. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. God, I sometimes get so mad I lose it.
And to hear her tell him that she can't promise that she won't be physical again is absolutely heartbreaking. At number 3, secretly recording Johnny. In an attempt to sort of plant evidence in a way, Amber Heard secretly recorded Johnny Depp when he was angry. This footage, though edited, was given to the Sun publication in order to paint Johnny as a violent and angry person. But just recently, with their trial underway, the full video has been released and is now shedding a new light on the situation. Though the original footage showed Johnny in an angered state, this new untouched footage shows Amber almost egging him on. The video highlights Amber not being concerned with Johnny's well-being, even though he is clearly upset, and the end of the clip shows Amber smiling and laughing at Johnny. To make matters worse, it is said that this footage was filmed just a few days after Johnny's mom passed away and after having millions of dollars stolen from him, so that's why he's understandably upset in the footage. A lot of people who have commented on the video point out that Amber is more concerned about capturing the footage than she is with her distressed husband, but it also shows how instead of inflicting any sort of violence on Amber, Johnny takes his anger out on objects like cupboards or cups, never once going to inflict pain on Amber. Coming in at number 2, Johnny's severed finger. As if there was enough violence being thrown around, there's also accusations that Amber was the cause of Johnny's severed finger. During the defamation lawsuit, Johnny claimed that the injury which had caused him to lose the tip of his finger was caused by Amber. He alleged that the incident happened about a month after they were married, where Amber was throwing glass bottles at Johnny, one of which ended up slicing his finger, severing the tip of it. Apparently, the fight which caused this glass throwing outburst was due to Johnny requesting that Amber sign a post-nuptial agreement. As a result of the injury, Johnny had to receive multiple surgeries to correct the severed digit, and had also caused him serious harm to his health, as he nearly died after contracting MSRA, which is a very serious and painful illness that is hard to treat and can be fatal. Finally, at number 1, exploiting assault survivor. During the legal trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, we've heard testimonies from a lot of people, one of those including Amber's former employee. Her ex-assistant Kate James took the stand to talk about how Amber had exploited a story that Kate told her only for her to twist it and use it as her own tale. The story in question is about an incident that happened to Kate 25 years ago, where she was involved in an instance of being violated at Machete Point in Brazil. Kate told this to Amber in confidence, but later had her story exploited by the actress as she twisted it and pawned it off as her own violent story. This is a very serious offense because these people who endure such horrors are survivors, and no one has the right to take that away from them or exploit their stories. This kind of thing isn't something that you can treat lightly or make believe that it happened to you, and I guarantee you that if you were in this kind of situation, the last thing you would want to see is someone making light of something that brought you great emotional and physical pain. Amber Heard has been in the news so much this year. A lot of the controversy she's been involved in has to do with her involvement with Johnny Depp's libel case against the Sun publication. This year she's gotten a lot of media attention. At first because the libel case was underway and people were seeing Amber as the victim, but later things shifted after evidence was presented that showed Amber as the abuser instead. Originally, Amber was only set to be a witness at Johnny's trial in order to back up the claim that the publication was correct in calling him a wife beater and therefore not having defamed the actor because of their labeling of him, but soon things blew up for Amber, and instead of being a witness, she became the villain. As a result, Amber got a lot of backlash for her actions, having done horrible things to Johnny like hurting him physically, emotionally, and in a way monetarily as well. We saw a lot of dirt come out that painted a very different picture than what we previously interpreted of their marriage, but this isn't the only picture that faced a lot of backlash this year. So after having concluded her time on the witness stand at her ex-husband's case, Amber decided to take this time to go on a little vacation. Amber decided to take a trip to Istanbul, Turkey, where she explored the city and took some pictures along the way. Now, along with the criticism that she was already facing with the newly discovered information about her relationship with Johnny, she began facing even more backlash after posting some photos of her in the city because of what she was wearing in the picture. In her picture, she captioned with, quote, "Spent the day wandering around the magic of Istanbul's mosque and couldn't be more in love with this gorgeous city," end quote. People soon started calling her out for dressing inappropriately, with one Twitter user saying, quote, "Oh, she's so respectful, right? At a religious ground showing off her breasts and a see-through blouse. She'll put a scarf over her head, but a bra? Nah." This pic sums up how fake and phony #AmberHeard really is, a walking contradiction. And another user calling her out for taking pictures on religious grounds, saying, quote, "Mosques are beautiful, yes, but they're not props for your Instagram selfies, especially if someone is praying in the background. You should delete those disrespectful pictures," end quote. Now, in response to the backlash she was getting for those images, she defended herself and didn't issue an apology for her actions. Though some called her to remove the pictures, she did not. Now she's back in media attention for the same photos months later because she still hasn't taken down the photos. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Should she have apologized and taken down the photos when the backlash first started? And are people right to call for accountability months later?